Hey folks, BoDean 52. Hope you are well. In today's video, I want to talk to you about favorites. And it just kind of hit me as I'm out on my 2024 Road Glide. And I love the toys that I have. But man, maybe this is my favorite bike. I'm so confused. All right, let me start off by saying, anytime I've ever talked about having a favorite motorcycle or a favorite sports car or anything like that, there's going to be 2 or 3 people that are going to put a comment in that just says, the favorite one's the one you're riding on. I'm just like, oh, yeah. And I said, yeah, I get it. And I comment nicely. And I'm like, nah, you're full of crap. You're wrong. But I'm out today on a Road Glide. And if you follow the channel, you will know, as a matter of fact, on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, I put out a video on a new Mustang GT that I bought, which is different for the channel. If you're new and this is your first video, welcome. I am a motorcycle channel, but was able to pick up a GT and folks wanted to see it. So, long story short, focus, BoDean, focus. We are talking about motorcycles. I've always said, and I also have a 2000 Road King Classic, that I am going to be buried on the Road King. I just love it. It's just, plenty of videos. I'll leave one at the end about all the reasons that I love the Road King and why you should buy a Road King. And if you don't have a Road King, you're wrong. I mean, no, I'm just kidding. But I, today, maybe taking back my words that that's my favorite bike. There is just something about this 2024 Road Glide that I freaking love. Mrs. BoDean, the beautiful Mrs. BoDean, says to me the other day, she says, hey, you have a Mustang and 2 motorcycles now. You know, you're getting a little older. Is one of them going away? I said, you sound like my ex-wife. And she goes, you haven't been married before. I go, exactly. Don't tell her I said that, please. Anyway, I am trying to decide, and I spend a lot of time thinking about this, in addition to talking to you guys about it, all the reasons that I like different motorcycles. Now, there's a lot of folks that follow the channel don't ride Harleys, and I think that's fantastic, right? My buddy, Anonymous Biker USA, that dude buys a different make and type of motorcycle like every year. And I always give him a hard time about, not having Harleys, and he gives me a hard time about being a Harley guy. But I got a ton of respect for the guy. And he doesn't have a favorite, but he doesn't fall in love with them. It's all about the experiences with the different bikes. I don't know, it's just kind of one of those respect things, but I have gotten to the point where I just always thought it was going to always be the Road King if I had to get rid of a bike, which, bikes are like firearms. They're meant to be collected and kept and used, not to get traded or sold, in my opinion. So I am trying to decide, and I had an amazing time out on in the Mustang. Mrs. BoDean loves riding it.
So a few minutes ago, Mrs. BoDean in the house, I said, I need to run a couple errands. Do you want to go? And you're like, nah, I'm good. And then I said I'd taken the
Mustang.
So now you're here.
Now I'm here.
It is a super, super fun car. And when I got it, I was like, oh man, is this going to diminish my love for motorcycle riding? Nope, not at all. Got a lot of love in there for a lot of things. So that is not the case at all. But just in the month that I've had the car, and now the weather changing here in Michigan, I'm like, no, I'm a motorcycle guy at heart. I've always wanted that car. But man, I'll tell you what, there's nothing better than being out, feeling the air, just giving it some throttle, feeling the torque. It's just something that is hard to explain to people that don't ride a motorcycle. So I'm thinking back to this bike on how much I love this bike. I traded a 21 Road Glide Limited in for this bike just because of how special I think this model is. which I have had no problems with, by the way. But I've really thought about, man, maybe I don't have a favorite. I have an upcoming trip in the next month or so. It's a long-range trip, and I know the Road King, I could take that, but to me, that's not the touring model bike that I would want to take a couple thousand miles. So I will take this, and this thing is obviously just so much peppier that I've realized that maybe I love this more. But that's impossible for the King. I don't know. I am confused as hell, and I'm probably making no sense unless you have 2 or 3 bikes, or 1 or 2 bikes, or you've had plenty of bikes that you've traded in that you go, oh crap, I wish I never got rid of that. But I have now decided that this is the second time this year that I was wrong. The first time was when I thought I was wrong. That was the first time. And the second time is, in my mind, and you guys can tell me in the comments, I told you so, maybe that comment about the bike you were riding at the time is your favorite bike. Because right now, this bike is my favorite by far. And man, just fortunate to have 2. And I'm going to stop thinking about it. And it's like your children. They're all different, but you love them both the same. Or all of them the same. I keep getting carded on Father's Day from people I don't remember. Okay, I'm going to edit that out. Edit that out, BoDean. Edit that out. I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. Relax. I think. All right, folks, that is it for BoDean 52. Thanks for popping on this quick little video. And I may or may not be playing hooky from work because it's a beautiful day. But in fairness, it's like noon, so we could call this my lunch hour, right? I think I'm going to go home, make sure I talk to the boss about this. That's what I'm going to do. You all be safe. Hey, make sure to check on a friend. And if you want to see some upcoming videos, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Give this a big like. And I'll make sure that I'm sharing content with you more and more as the summer comes on and something big is happening in my life. And I can't wait to start sharing that with you guys coming up here soon. You all be safe. Make sure to, again, check on that friend. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I love you all like I love Michigan.